હેલો એન્ડ વેલકમ. આજે આપણે ગુજરાત સેટ એક્ઝામિનેશન ડિસેમ્બર 2024નું પેપર 2 કોમર્સનું ક્વેશ્ચન પેપર સોલ્વ કરવાના છે અને મેં 2023થી 2025ના જનરલ પેપર 1 અને પેપર 2 કોમર્સ ઇકોનોમિક્સ મેનેજમેન્ટના પેપર સોલ્વ કરીને અપલોડ કર્યા છે. તમે પ્લેલિસ્ટ ચેકઆઉટ કરી શકો છો. લેટ્સ સ્ટાર્ટ વિથ ગુજરાત સેટ એક્ઝામિનેશન ડિસેમ્બર 2024 પેપર 2 કોમર્સ. ક્વેશ્ચન નંબર 1. The CSR law came into force in April 2014, 2013, 2015 કે 2016. Correct answer is 1st April 2014. CSR came into force from 1st April 2014 as per Companies Act 2013. એક્ટમાં છે 2013ના એક્ટમાં CSR compulsory છે for those companies whose turnover is more than specific limit. And it came into force, the law of CSR came into force from 2014. So correct answer is option 1, option A. Next, contractual rights and duties are created by proposal, parties, statute, means law, or custom or usage. Correct answer is parties. Because agreement is made between two parties, so contractual rights and duties are created by parties. B option is correct answer. Next, bonus issue is also known as script issue, right issue, primary issue, or capitalization issue. Match the correct codes. Correct answer is bonus share is also called as script issue and capitalization issue. So 1 and 4 are correct. Option A is correct answer. Right issue of share different હોય છે, જે existing shareholders ને issue કરવામાં આવે છે at lower face value, at discounted rate. And bonus issue is free of cost. Shares are issued to the existing shareholders. So bonus share is also called as script issue, and it is also called as capitalization issue because the amount of bonus shares are covered from share capital itself, or we can say reserve and surplus. Option A is correct answer. Script issue and capitalization issue. Next, ICICI Big Bazaar card is an example of whole credit card, co-branded debit card, or international credit card. So ICICI and Big Bazaar both are separate entities. So it is co-branded credit card. ICICI credit card Big Bazaરના શોપિંગ ઉપર જે આપણને ડિસ્કાઉન્ટ પ્રોવાઈડ કરે છે એ છે co-branded credit card. For example, Amazon and SBI. Same way, Flipkart and Axis card. So it is an example of co-branded credit card. Next, the concept of human relations was developed by Henry Fayol, Elton Mayo, Max Weber, or Robert Owen. Correct answer is Elton Mayo. He has explained human relation concept via Hawthorne study. Correct answer is option B. Henry Fayol admin theory ના related છે. Max Weber bureaucracy theory and Robert Owen welfare theory ઉપર છે. તો correct answer is option B. Next, OECD stands for Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Option A is correct answer. Next, which of the following is correct for regression analysis? Provides estimate of value of dependent variable from value of independent variable. Correct. Independent variable ના બેસિસ પર ડિપેન્ડન્ટ વેરિયેબલનો વેલ્યુ આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ કરે છે. ઓપ્શન સ્ટેટમેન્ટ 1 is correct. Statement 2, it is used for measuring error involved in using regression line based on estimation. Correct. Option 2 is also correct. Statement 2 is also correct. Cannot be used for calculating coefficient of correlation. No, it can be used for calculating coefficient of correlation. Next, it is measure It is a measure of degree of covariability between two variables? No. It is a definition of covariance. So, statement 1 and 2 are correct. Option B is correct answer. Next, MAST principle in banking denotes mortgage asset security transfer, marketability, ascertainability, stability, transferability. Option B is correct answer. Must stands for marketability, ascertainability, stability, and transferability. It shows the quality of good banking system. Option B is correct answer. Next, microeconomic theory deals with economy as a whole. No, આનો meaning થાય છે macroeconomy. Individual unit correct. Option B is correct answer. Micro નો meaning શું થાય છે? Study of individual unit, particular unit. Option B is correct answer. Economy as a whole. Economic growth. આ પણ મેક્રો ઇકોનોમિક represent કરે છે. કન્ટ્રીની ઇકોનોમિક ગ્રોથ. સપ્લાય. ઇન્ડિવિજ્યુઅલ સપ્લાય લખ્યું હોત તો એ માઇક્રો હતું, પણ ખાલી સપ્લાય છે. That represents aggregate supply. That is macro. So option B is correct answer. Next, the year in which income is taxable is known as assessment year, and the year in which income is earned is called as previous year. So option B is correct answer. Assessment year, previous year. જે વર્ષમાં આપણે ટેક્સ રિટર્ન ફાઇલ કર્યું, ITR ફાઇલ કરી, એ છે એસેસમેન્ટ યર. અને જે વર્ષમાં આપણે અર્ન કરી ઇન્કમ, that is previous year. For example, 2025-26ની ઇન્કમ આપણે અર્ન કરી અને ITR ફાઇલ કર્યું 26-27માં. So 26-27 will be assessment year and 25-26 is previous year. Next, NFRA stands for National Financial Reporting Agency, National Financial Reporting Authority, Agency, Responsible Agency or Responsible Authority. Option B is correct answer. National Financial Reporting Authority is correct answer. Next, which of the following are the benefits of GST? Creation of unified nation market, true. Boost Making in India initiative, true. Reduction of compliance burden on taxpayer, no. Multiple returns ફાઇલ કરવો પડે છે, એટલે આ બેનિફિટ નથી. ક્વાર્ટરલી રિટર્ન ફાઇલ કરવાની હોય છે જીએસટીમાં, એટલે compliance burden reduce નથી થયું. Then elimination of double taxation, true. જે વેટમાં ડબલ taxation possible હતું એ આને રિમૂવ કરી નાખ્યું. એટલે 1, 2 and 4 are correct statement. Option C is correct answer. Next, large cap stocks are those ranked from dash by market capitalization. SEBIના instruction हिसाबे 1 top 1 to 100 is large cap, 101 to 250 is mid cap, and 251 onwards small cap. So option B is correct answer. 1 to 100 is large cap stocks. Next, identify the characteristics that affect marketing of services. Branding, positioning, no. Positioning પ્રોડક્ટમાં આવી ગયું. આપણે સર્વિસનું આપણે કેરેક્ટરિસ્ટિક્સ જોવાનું છે. ઇન્ટેન્જિબલ, ઇનસેપરેબલ, વેરિયેબલ એન્ડ પેરિશેબલ, ટ્રુ. B is correct answer because service is intangible. It is inseparable from the service provider. It is variable in nature. Service varies from person to person and requirement to requirement. And perishable means service can only be provided when it is required and demanded from the client. So option B is correct answer. See, brand image, equity, uniqueness, પ્રોડક્ટની ક્વોલિટી છે. ટેન્જિબલ આ પણ પ્રોડક્ટની ક્વોલિટી છે. તો B is correct answer. Next, responsibility flows in which direction? Upward, downward, horizontal, or all direction? The correct answer is option B. Responsibility flows in upward direction. Superior subordinate relationship show કરે. એટલે option B is correct answer. Next, if balance of payment is adverse એટલે negative. It means outflow is more than inflow. Then which institution will help that country? World Bank, WTO, ADB, or IMF? Option D is correct answer. IMF provides fund for correction in balance of payment position. કોઈ બી મેમ્બર કન્ટ્રીને બેલેન્સ ઓફ પેમેન્ટ પોઝિશન એડવર્સ હોય, નેગેટિવ હોય, તો એને કરેક્ટ કરવા માટે, સુધારવા માટે IMF ફંડ પ્રોવાઈડ કરે. વર્લ્ડ બેંક રિકન્સ્ટ્રક્શન એન્ડ ડેવલપમેન્ટ પર્પઝ માટે ફંડ પ્રોવાઈડ કરે છે. WTO ટ્રેડિંગ બિટવીન નેશન્સના રૂલ્સ એન્ડ રેગ્યુલેશન્સ, ફ્રી ટ્રેડ ઓર મેમ્બર કન્ટ્રી વચ્ચે ડિસ્પ્યુટ્સ રિઝોલ્વ કરવાનું કામ કરે છે. ADB રિજનલ ફાઇનાન્શિયલ અસિસ્ટન્ટ પ્રોવાઈડ કરે છે. So D is correct answer. Next, the alphabet of the word article are arranged randomly. What is the probability that the vowels occupy even position? Vowels means A, I, E. Article માં A, I, E આ ત્રણ લેટર vowels છે, એને even position પર મૂકવાની છે. એટલે 2, 4 અને 6 position પર મૂકવાની છે. ટોટલ લેટર્સ છે 7. એમાંથી આ ત્રણ લેટર્સને ઇવન પોઝિશન પર મૂકવાની છે. એટલે 2, 4 અને 6 પોઝિશન પર વોવેલ્સ જશે. એટલે 3 ફેક્ટોરિયલ મલ્ટીપ્લાય બાય રિમેઇનિંગ 4 જે લેટર્સ છે, બાકીના 4 શબ્દ બાકીના 4 પ્લેસ ઉપર જશે. એટલે 4 ફેક્ટોરિયલ. તો ડિવાઇડેડ બાય ટોટલ ફેક્ટોરિયલ 7 ફેક્ટોરિયલ. તો 3 ફેક્ટોરિયલ ઇન્ટુ 4 ફેક્ટોરિયલ 144 divided by 7 factorial એટલે 7 multiplied by 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That is 5040. તો આ થશે 1 divided by 35. Option B is correct answer. Next, પ્રધાનમંત્રી વય વંદન યોજના condition for the minimum entry age is 60 years. Option C is correct answer. 60 years completed. Next, which of the following is an implicit cost of production? Implicit એટલે opportunity cost. અને explicit cost એટલે જે રેકોર્ડ કર્યું હોય એ, જેને આપણે actual payment કરવું પડે એ. That is accounting cost. Explicit cost is also called as accounting cost. જ્યારે implicit cost આપણે પે નથી કરવું પડતું. તો wages to the labor, no. Rent on the building, no. Interest on own fund કે payment for machine. તો wages પે કરવું પડે, rent પે કરવું પડે, machine purchase કરવા પર payment કરવું પડે. તો A, B અને D explicit cost છે, જેને આપણે અકાઉન્ટ્સમાં પણ રેકોર્ડ કરીએ છીએ. પણ C ઓપ્શન ઇઝ કરેક્ટ આન્સર. ધીસ ઇઝ એન એક્ઝામ્પલ ઓફ ઇમ્પ્લિસિટ કોસ્ટ. કેમ કે જે કેપિટલ છે એની ઉપર ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ આપણે પે નથી કરવું પડતું. જ્યારે કોઈ બી પર્સન બિઝનેસમાં ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરે એટલે એને ટર્મ આપે કેપિટલ. તો ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ કર્યા ઉપર બિઝનેસે ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ પે કરવું પડે, કેમ કે ઇટ ઇઝ અ લાયબિલિટી ફોર બિઝનેસ. તો પણ આપણે ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ ચાર્જ નથી કરતા. એટલે option C is correct answer. It is implicit cost. Next, value of rent-free accommodation owned by the employer in the case of non-government employee in a city where population exceeding 10 lakh but not exceeding 25 lakh is 10% of salary. Option B correct answer. Next, BRSR stands for Business Responsibility and Survival Reporting, Business Responsibility, Social Reporting, Business Responsibility and Sustainable Reporting. Option C is correct answer. Next, under which circumstances the unpaid seller's lien is lost. Right to lien. Legal environment વાળું law, business law subject થી છે. When price is paid by the buyer, true. જ્યારે buyer product નું price pay કરી દે છે એટલે એનો right of lien ખતમ થઈ જાય. When the seller waives his right of lien, correct? Seller himself waives the right of lien. When the buyer disposes of the goods by sale without consent, no. Without consent, sale ન કરવું જોઈએ. When the price is yet to be paid by the buyer, તો પણ right to lien ન જાય. So A and B, 1 and 2 statement is correct and B option is correct answer. MC stands for Association of Mutual Fund in India. Option C is correct answer. Next, factors influencing consumer behavior is cultural, social, lifestyle impulse, cultural, influential, lifestyle belongingness, cultural, social, personal and psychological. Option C is correct answer. Next, the ability or capacity to influence the behavior or attitude of other individual is called as power. Option A is correct answer. Next, which of the following is true about the annual budget prepared by the Government of India? It is a part of fiscal policy, monetary policy, it is a part of money saving policy or commercial policy. Option A is correct answer. It is a part of fiscal policy. જે બજેટ અનાઉન્સ થાય છે એ ફિસ્કલ પોલિસીનું પાર્ટ છે. Next, match the list 1 and 2. Secondary data source, primary data source, classification of data, and exclusive method of data collection. Questionnaire. Primary data collect કરવા માટે questionnaire use કરે. 2A. Arranging data in group classes is classification of data. B. Upper limit of class interval is lower limit of succeeding class interval. Exclusive method of data collection in government publication is an example of secondary data sources. So D, A, B, C is correct sequence. D, A, B, C. Option D is correct answer. Next, deposit insurance with the same bank is limited to 5 lakh rupees. Option C is correct answer. 1 lakh and 2 lakh is old limit. Currently, new limit is 5 lakh. Next, Graham's law is related to consumption and demand, supply and demand, circulation of money or deficit finance. Circulation of money is correct answer. Option C. The maximum gratuity limit sanctioned by Government of India at present is 25 lakh. Option D is correct answer as per POGA Act 1972. Payment of Gratuity Act. Next, match the list 1 and 2. Proprietor, employees, government, creditors. Proprietor earns profit, employee earns bonus, government taxation, and creditor check solvency position. So EDCB is correct sequence. EDCB, option D is correct answer. Next, where a company issues share at a premium, a sum to the equal aggregate amount of the premium received shall be transferred to capital redemption account, capital reserve account, general reserve account or security premium account. The amount of share premium is transferred to security premium account. Option D is correct answer. Next, which bond are bonds issued by Indian company in foreign country but are denominated in Indian rupee? Gilt, equity, deep discount or masala bond? Option D is correct answer. It is called as masala bond. Gilt security is government security. Equity is a type of share. Deep discount is a type of bond. So masala bond is a type of bond which is issued by Indian company in foreign country but in Indian rupee. Option D is correct answer. Next, match the list 1 and 2, company and product. Revlon, Ritz, Carlton, Walmart and Philips. So Revlon is cosmetic product. Ritz Carlton hospitality. Walmart discount store and Philips is electronic product company. So B, A, B, C. Option B is correct answer. Next, the concept of MBO, management by objective, is introduced by Peter Drucker. Option B is correct answer. Next, in which year WTO, World Trade Organization, established? In the year 1995, replacing GATT. Next, if researcher rejects null hypothesis, when null hypothesis is true, he or she might be making type 1 error. Correct answer is option B, type 1 error, which is also called as alpha error. Next, payment of check is not the payment in due course in the following circumstances. Payment of PDC, correct. A check bearing crossing in the name of one bank is paid when processed by another bank, correct. Payment of which was already countermanded, correct. Payment in accordance with apparent tenor for the instrument, it is valid. So option 1, 2, 3, statement 1, 2, 3 are correct. So option B is correct answer. Next, the demand for salt is inelastic. Inelastic means like this, perfectly inelastic. Salt is an example of perfectly inelastic curve. So because it is low price, absence of it makes food tasteless, no substitute or substitute. Option C is correct answer. The demand for salt is inelastic. Means ભલે price પ્લસ માઇનસ થાય પણ એની ડિમાન્ડ કોન્સ્ટન્ટ હશે. સોલ્ટની પ્રાઇસ વધારવાથી લોકો સોલ્ટ મીઠું ઓછું ખાવાનું ચાલુ નહીં કરે કે પછી પ્રાઇસ ઓછી કરવાથી સોલ્ટની વધારે ડિમાન્ડ નહીં થાય. સોલ્ટ જેટલું નખાય છે એટલું જ નાખશે, વધારે નહીં નાખે અગર એ સસ્તું થાય તો. એટલે ઇટ ઇઝ ઇનઇલાસ્ટિક ડિમાન્ડ. રીઝન છે કેમ કે સોલ્ટનું કોઈ સબસ્ટિટ્યુટ પ્રોડક્ટ નથી. તો ઓપ્શન સી ઇઝ કરેક્ટ આન્સર. નેક્સ્ટ, the employer contribution to any NPS, National Pension Scheme, at present is 14% of salary. Option C is correct answer. RTGS denotes real-time gross settlement. Option A is correct answer. Opportunity cost means cost of homogeneous product, last unit, next best alternative, or all unit produced. Option C is correct answer. Opportunity cost means the cost of next best alternative. Next, standard deduction from income from house property is 30% of net asset value. Option D is correct answer. Next, match list 1 and 2, quick ratio, leverage ratio, market value ratio, profitability ratio. Which shows the ability to generate profit of company is profitability ratio. 4A. Ascertaining the value of the company is market value ratio. B. Capital structure of company is leverage ratio. C. Strict measure of liquidity of company is quick ratio. That is why quick ratio is also called as liquid ratio or acid test ratio. A, D, DCBA. DCBA. Option B is correct answer. Next, what are the taxes levied on an intra-state supply? Intra-state means within the state. So within state, C GST, S GST. Option D is correct answer. Next, according to the Companies Act 2013, securities have to be transferred to Investor Education and Protection Fund when shares or dividends remain unclaimed or unpaid for 7 consecutive years or more. Option A is correct answer. अगर कोई भी शेयर होल्डर ડિવિડન્ડ એના બેંક અકાઉન્ટમાં રિસીવ નથી કરતું, ક્લેમ નથી કરતું ફોર 7 years, તો ઇન્વેસ્ટર એજ્યુકેશન એન્ડ પ્રોટેક્શન ફંડ અકાઉન્ટમાં જે શેડ્યુલ બેંક અકાઉન્ટમાં ખોલેલું હોય એમાં ટ્રાન્સફર કરી દેશે. અને અગર આફ્ટર 7 years કોઈ શેર હોલ્ડર આવે છે ક્લેમ કરવા તો વિથ રિઝનેબલ ગ્રાઉન્ડ એ પૈસા વિથડ્રો કરીને પેમેન્ટ કરી શકે છે. નેક્સ્ટ, QSCV in marketing means quantity, sales, customer value, no. Quality service, customer and value, no. Quality service, cleanliness and value, correct. C is correct option. Next, span of control is based on the theory of relationship produced by Grecunes, correct. Option A is correct answer. Next, quantitative easing is the common name for asset selling by central bank, asset purchasing by central bank, correct. B is correct answer. Assets or any security purchased by central bank is called as quantitative easing. Which of the following is a non-parametric test? Chi-square. Option A is correct answer. Next, who has developed the net benefit model of human resource accounting? Morse, Dasgupta, Chakraborty, or Flambeau? Correct answer is D. Eric Flambeau. But GSET માં Morse આપ્યું છે, which is incorrect. So option D is correct answer. Remember. Next, at which place the LLP, Limited Liability Partnership, shall maintain books of accounts? At its corporate office, branch office, head office, or registered office? Option D is correct answer. At registered office as per LLP Act 2008. The LLP should maintain books of accounts at its registered office. Next, Dash is Indian credit rating agency. CARE, Fitch, Standard and Poor, or Moody's? Correct answer is option A. Credit Analysis and Research Limited is an Indian credit rating agency. Others are International Credit Rating Agency. Apart from CARE, CRISIL, ICRA, and CARE. These three are Indian credit rating agencies. CRISIL, ICRA, and CARE. Next, non-personal contact tools like mail, telephone to communicate to the prospects is called indirect marketing, multi-level, direct marketing, personal marketing. Option C, direct marketing is correct answer. Next, performance appraisal relates to salary, standard, task valuation, or dispute. Option C is correct answer. Task valuation. NAFTA stands for North American Free Trade Area or North American Free Trade Agreement. Option B is correct answer. Next, a researcher will apply which of the following method to test the significance of difference between more than two population means ANOVA. Option A is correct answer. Exim Bank was established in which year? 1982. Who propounded the opportunity cost theory of international trade? Marshallian theory, Adam Smith, absolute advantage theory, Heckscher-Ohlin factor endowment theory. Haberler is correct answer. Option D. CII, Cost Inflation Index for financial year 24-25 is 363. Option B is correct answer. It is declared by CBDT every year. Notification આવે છે CBDT નું. Next, Anand and Baroda are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio 7:3. Anand surrenders 1/7 of his share and Baroda surrenders 1/3 of his share in favor of Chani. Chani, the new partner. Chani is a new partner, incoming partner. What is the new profit sharing ratio? So, Anand and Baroda, બે પાર્ટનરની વચ્ચે ઓલ્ડ રેશિયો છે 7:3. Old ratio. P partner enters into the business. Anand sacrifice 1/7 and Baroda 1/3. So remaining ratio થઈ જશે આનંદનું 6, બરોડાનું 2 અને C ની પાસે આવી જશે આ 1 + 1 2. So new ratio will be 3:1:1. Option B is correct answer. Next, capacity to contract means the parties are financially sound? No. Physically able to enter into contract? No. Parties are legally competent to enter into contract? Yes. Option C is correct answer. They should be legally competent. Next, credit score information is prepared and provided by SEBI, CRISIL, CIBIL or CARE. Correct answer is CIBIL. Option C is correct answer. Next, Apple phones use the pricing strategy of penetration pricing, skimming pricing, administrative or cost plus pricing. Option B is correct answer. Apple mobile phone જ્યારે લોન્ચ કરે ત્યારે હાઈ પ્રાઇસ હોય અને ધીરે ધીરે જો ન્યૂ મોબાઈલ ફોન લોન્ચ કરે એટલે ઓલ્ડ મોબાઈલ ફોનની વેલ્યુ કમ કરી દે. એટલે આ સ્કીમિંગ પ્રાઇસિંગ સ્ટ્રેટેજી છે. ઓપ્શન બી ઇઝ કરેક્ટ આન્સર. Next, horizontal job rotation refers to lateral transfer, lateral promotion, motivation or vertical transfer. Option A is correct answer. Lateral transfer means same level पर job change करे. Option A. Next, under the Consumer Protection Act, complaint means allegation in writing, oral allegation, claim in writing or oral claim for damage. Allegation in writing is correct answer. Next, the company has two factories, A and B, at two different locations, where 7 and 8 employees work respectively. The average monthly salary paid to employees in these two factories is 2,000 rupees and 1,500 rupees respectively. What will be the overall average monthly salary of all the employees in both the factories? So, 7 employees ની salary છે 2,000 rupees plus 8 employees ની salary છે 1,500 rupees divided by total employees is 7 plus 8, 15. So 7 into 2,000, 14,000 plus 8 into 1,500, 12,000 divided by 15. So 26,000 divided by 15 કેટલા થાય? 26,000 divided by 15 is 1733.33. Option A is correct answer. Average monthly salary of each employee is 1733. Next, NSDL, National Security Depository Limited, was founded in which year? 1996. Option D is correct answer. Next, economies of scale emanates from learning by doing, production of two different products jointly, production of two complementary products separately or production in bulk? Correct answer is option D. Large scale production and distribution is called as economics of scale. Next, business loss can be carried forward for 8 years. Option D, as per Income Tax Act. Match the list 1 and 2. Stock index and country is given. Sensex, Hang Seng, Nikkei and Kospi. So Sensex is BSC benchmark. તો India, Hang Seng હોંગકોંગનું છે પણ અહીંયા ઓપ્શન છે સિંગાપોર. તો ઓપ્શન E, Nikkei is Japan and Kospi સાઉથ કોરિયાનું છે. તો કરેક્ટ સિક્વન્સ B, E, C, D. B, E, C, D. Option C is correct answer. Next, specific goods means goods which are identified by parties at the time of contract of sales. Specific goods પૂછી છે. Goods which are identified by parties after formation of contract? No. Identified and agreed upon by parties after the formation of contract of sales? No. Identified and agreed upon by parties at the time of contract of sales. So at the time of contract is correct answer. Option D. The Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana was launched in 2014. Who printed the first advertisement? William Coxton. Option B. The basket training method means developing decision-making skill. Option A is correct answer. Next, which of the following regulates foreign trade in India? Directorate General of Foreign Trade. Option C is correct answer. Next, the prices of commodity X on multi-commodity exchange from Monday to Saturday was per kg 400, 430, 428, 375, 390 and 421 respectively. Calculate range coefficient for this commodity. So, range coefficient formula is maximum minus minimum divided by maximum plus minimum. So, maximum value is 430, minimum value is 375. So, 430 minus 375 divided by 430 plus 375. So 55 divided by 805. 55 divided by 805 is 0.07. Almost 0.07. Option B is correct answer. Next, match the list 1 and 2. Name of the bank and year of establishment: HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Mahindra and Axis Bank. તો G સેટમાં V કોડ દીધો છે એટલે none of the options are correct. કેમ કે HDFC, ICICI Bank બંને 1994માં એસ્ટાબ્લિશ થયેલી. તો બંનેના ઓપ્શન સેમ ન હોવો જોઈએ. કોટક મહિન્દ્રા બેંક 2003માં એસ્ટાબ્લિશ થયેલી એઝ અ બેંક એસ્ટાબ્લિશ થયેલી 2003માં અને એક્સિસ બેંક 1993માં એસ્ટાબ્લિશ થયેલી પણ ત્યારે એનું નામ હતું યુટીઆઈ બેંક. પછી 2007માં એક્સિસ બેંક નામ પડ્યું. તો ઓપ્શન none of the options are correct એટલે Z કોડ દીધું છે. Next, a monopoly is one of the few producers of homogeneous product. No. Single producer of single product. Correct. Option B is correct answer. Monopoly. Form number applicable for TDS in respect of salary income is Form 16. Correct answer is option B. Next, ABB company's fixed cost per annum is 2,40,000 rupees. Variable cost is 15 rupees. Selling price per unit 30 rupees. What number of units required for break-even sales? So break-even point in unit no formula છે fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Fixed cost is 2,40,000 rupees and contribution per unit કેટલા છે 30 minus 15 variable cost. So 15. So 2,40,000 divided by 15 is 16,000. Option D is correct answer. આનો meaning શું થાય છે કે અગર કંપની 16,000 યુનિટ સેલ કરે ત્યાં સુધી કંપનીને નો પ્રોફિટ નો લોસ રહેશે. જેવું 16,000 યુનિટ ક્રોસ કરશે સેલ કરવા માટે એવું કંપની પ્રોફિટ અર્ન કરવાનું સ્ટાર્ટ કરશે કેમ કે કંપનીને વેરિયેબલ કોસ્ટના સિવાય ફિક્સ્ડ કોસ્ટ પણ રિકવર કરવાના છે. ઓપ્શન ડી ઇઝ કરેક્ટ આન્સર. આ ફોર્મ્યુલા છે બ્રેક ઇવન પોઈન્ટ યુનિટ્સ માટે. અગર બ્રેક ઇવન પોઈન્ટ ઇન રૂપીસ પૂછ્યું હોત સેલ્સ પૂછ્યું હોત તો ફિક્સ્ડ કોસ્ટ ડિવાઇડેડ બાય પીવી રેશિયો આપણે આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ કરવું પડે. Next, which of the following capital can be issued at par? Paid up capital, authorized capital, issued capital, or called up capital? Option B is capital. Correct answer, authorized capital. Next, MSME Act, Micro Small Medium Enterprise Act, was introduced in which year? 2006. Next, which of the following is not the stage of product life cycle? Introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. Product life cycle. Introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. Option C is correct answer. It is not a stage. Market segmentation, product life cycle no stage નથી. Next, who have formulated life cycle theory of leadership? Redin, Maslow, Hershey, or Blanchard? Option C is correct answer. Life cycle theory. Redin ने 3D theory આપેલી. Maslow motivation theory. ફિલ્ડરે contingency theory આપેલી. So option C is correct answer. Next, which of the following is not main objective of fiscal policy in India? To increase the liquidity in the country, to promote price stability, to minimize inequality, to promote employment opportunity. Option A is correct answer. It is the objective of monetary policy of RBI. બાકી ત્રણેય B, C, D fiscal policy in the objectives છે. A is correct answer. It is not the objective of fiscal policy. Next, the research carried out to find solution of general or practical problem is called action research, basic, nota research, or applied research. Option D is correct answer. Practical problem solve કરવા માટે applied research use કરવાનું હોય. Option D is correct answer. Next, payment banks have to comply with requirement of capital funds of 100 crore within a period of 18 months. Option C is correct answer, 100 crores. In a perfect competitive market, firm in long term operates at P equals to AR equals to MR equals to AC equals to MC. Correct answer is option D. Price equals to average revenue, marginal revenue, average cost, marginal cost. જ્યારે બધું equal હોય ત્યારે profit maximization હોય. Next, which of the following is not the income from other sources? Interest on FD, other sources more. Winning from crossword puzzle, other sources. Gift in excess of 50,000 rupees from unrelated person, other sources. Profit on sale of building is capital gain, income from capital gain. Option D is correct answer. It is not the income from other sources. Next, the process of recording the transaction in original books of entry is journalizing. Posting, ledger માં થાય. Balancing, totaling, casting જેને કહેવાય. Reporting is a final step, which is final account પછી જે reporting કરે એ. Next, a supply comprising of two or more supplies shall be treated as a supply of particular supply that attracts highest rate of GST is composite, mixed, interstate or intrastate? Option B is correct answer. It is mixed supply. જેમાં two or more supply is treated as supply of particular supply that attracts highest rate of GST. Mixed supply is correct answer. Next, the Altman Z score indicates a company's capital structure, financial health, debt structure, or market capitalized. So option B is correct answer. It indicates financial health and bankruptcy situation. So option B is correct answer. Which is the basic version of physical product? Generic is correct answer. 4 is the benefit level. Expected, minimum expectation. Augmented, additional feature represent કરે છે. એટલે option A is correct answer. Next, the process of searching the candidate for employment and stimulating them apply for the jobs in an organization is called as selection, induction, recruitment or training. Recruitment is correct answer. Searching for the candidate is recruitment. Selection, recruitment પછી થાય. Selection of an employee. Induction, જો recruitment એટલે inviting and searching for the candidates. Selection જે candidates નું interview થાય એમાંથી pick up કરવાનું હોય. પછી એ એમ્પ્લોયીને ઓરિએન્ટેશન કરે એટલે ઇન્ડક્શન અને ઇન્ડક્શન પછી ટ્રેનિંગ એન્ડ ડેવલપમેન્ટ વાળું પાર્ટ સ્ટાર્ટ થાય. તો રિક્રુટમેન્ટ ઇઝ કરેક્ટ આન્સર. સર્ચિંગ ધ candidates, right people for right job. Next, which payment method most often used in international trade, which offers the exporter the best assurance of being paid? Bill of lading, letter of credit, open account, current account. So option B is correct answer. Letter of credit is issued by the importing company's bank. જો બે પાર્ટીસ હોય એક્સપોર્ટર અને ઇમ્પોર્ટર બંનેની બેંક હોય તો લેટર ઓફ ક્રેડિટ શું હોય છે? જે ઇમ્પોર્ટરની બેંક એક્સપોર્ટરની બેંકને આપે. આ એક અશ્યોરિટી હોય કે અગર ઇમ્પોર્ટર પેમેન્ટ નહીં કરે તો ઇમ્પોર્ટરની બેંક પોતે એક્સપોર્ટરને પે કરી દેશે ઓન ડ્યુ ડેટ. અને આ જે બેંક છે એ પછી ઇમ્પોર્ટર પાસેથી રિમ્બર્સ કરી શકે. તો ઇટ ઇઝ લેટર ઓફ ક્રેડિટ. બિલ ઓફ લેડિંગ પણ એક્સપોર્ટ ટર્મ છે, ડોક્યુમેન્ટેશન વાળો પાર્ટ છે. પણ બિલ ઓફ લેડિંગ ઇઝ જસ્ટ ધ ડિટેલ એન્ડ ડિસ્ક્રિપ્શન ઓફ ધ પ્રોડક્ટ જે કેપ્ટન પાસે હોય. તો ઓપ્શન બી ઇઝ કરેક્ટ આન્સર. બાકી ઓપન અકાઉન્ટ અને કરંટ અકાઉન્ટ તો છે જ નહીં કંઈ. Next, arithmetic mean of 10 observation is 12. If the value of each observation is increased by 2, the newly calculated arithmetic mean will be 12 plus 2, 14. C is correct answer. If each observation is increased by constant, the arithmetic mean will also be increased by the constant. OVD means officially valid document. Option B is correct answer. KYC term છે આ OVD. Next, positive implicit cost implies that economic profit would be more than accounting profit, economic cost would be less than accounting cost, economic profit would be same as accounting profit, or economic cost would be more than accounting cost. Option D is correct answer. Implicit cost means economic cost more than accounting cost. If economic cost minus accounting cost is positive, then it is positive implicit cost. Last question. Match the list 1 assets and list 2 depreciation. Copyrights. Intangible assets are depreciated at 25% as per Income Tax Act 1881. Motor car 5%, residential building 15%, and books @10%. So A, B, D, C is correct sequence and option A is correct answer. So here we have completed UGC-NET examination paper 2 commerce for December 2024 question paper. મેં 2023 થી 2024 અને 2025 ના જનરલ પેપર અને કોમર્સ બંને સોલ્વ કરીને અપલોડ કર્યા છે. તમે પ્લેલિસ્ટ ચેકઆઉટ કરી શકો છો. હેપી લર્નિંગ. બાય.